it's me, Sean, not the sheep, and welcome to my kitchen! So today I thought it'd be fun for me to cook for you guys and talk a little bit about my thoughts on RISD and art school in general, just because I'm bored and need someone to talk to because I'm all alone in this house. Anyway, so today I will be making pan-seared salmon with some roasted broccolis and sauteed spinach. Alright, oh shit. First things first is we need to get the salmon. I just bought this from Whole Foods and I've never cooked salmon before, so this is my first time. It's wild caught, which is better than farmed salmon. How do I do this? So I guess I'll just make one. And we also have some broccoli, frozen. I don't really like to buy the fresh one because this is all cut and everything, so fast. So I guess I'll start by roasting my broccoli. And how do I do that? Get yourself a nice baking tray. Just open your bag of broccoli, floret. Oh, they're big. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle it. Get some olive oil. And just drizzle. And next, we can also sprinkle some salt. Ah, shit! Oh no. Okay, alright. Alright. Next, let's wash our hands. I forgot I was supposed to talk about art and everything. Well, okay. So this is I just finished my sophomore year at RISD. And I'm going into my junior year, which I'm really excited about because I finally get to pick, you know, the classes I want to take. So next semester I will be taking a lot of computer science and computer related programming classes. Yeah, so freshman year was tough because, you know, art class in high school and being in art school is really different, especially if you're in IB. You know that art, visual arts is pretty chill. You just have to make a bunch of paintings. Doesn't matter, you get to pick your own theme, whatever. But in freshman year, it really is really hard. You know, it's just week after week, they give you new assignments and you have to finish it. Every week you have to have a new piece of work produced, and that's like 3 times that because you have design class, you have the drawing class, and you have spatial dynamics. So that's really challenging to come up with new ideas every time. I'd say, you know, I personally don't have a lot of experience with drawing. You know, I should be cooking at the same. I can't do both things at the same time. I personally don't have a lot of experience with drawing or painting or anything like that because you know, I never really learned how to do those things, and most of the time, you know, in high school it would just be finding a picture on Google and then putting it on a projector and tracing over it and then painting, recreating it using paint, which isn't very, you know, creative in any way, and that's mostly the type of fine arts I've done, and because most of the time I'd rather do graphic design work. You know, it has a lot more practical uses, and you know, it's something that I really enjoy and really got me interested in design and everything. So let's see. Royal? What's the difference? 450. Whatever. Okay. And so yeah, so freshman year was tough because there's a lot of fine arts, which I'm not used to. Drawing was challenging because everyone else was like super talented and they're all like, wow, like I already know how to draw like this, but it's kind of fine because a lot of professors they tell you to, you know, forget all about what you've known and what you've learned before, and you know, open yourself to be, you know, to draw ugly. Like you don't have to know how to draw beautifully, or it doesn't have to look realistic in any way. It's just, you know, just be bold, be experimental and everything. So that kind of played to my advantage because I don't know how to draw beautifully. I don't know how to draw realistically. So yeah, so a funny story. No, it's not that funny, but there's this one project where we had to do real life, like environment, landscape, charcoal drawings, and you know, I really wasn't into that. So, you know, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna find a random place, I'm gonna take a picture of it, whatever, you know, even though we're supposed to draw it from life, who cares? And then I sat down and I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I just just got some charcoal powder and some water and just splashed, because I chose like a river, canal, landscape, and I just splattered it around the paper, you know, drew some lines and like splattered more ink, and you know, it took me like 2 hours to finish, which is like very little time compared to the other work I've done. And you know, we had a guest critic who came over to like give feedbacks, and you know, surprisingly I got a very good crit, even though, you know, I did not put any effort in it. So it really depends. It really depends on, you know, I don't know, like it really doesn't matter if, well, you should try hard, that's what I'm saying, but you know, sometimes if you're really struggling, you know, you don't feel confident about your drawing skills, like it really doesn't matter, because you know, you're just learning and experimenting, and even if the results are like really ugly, it's fine. You know, I think it's fine. It smells like gas. Okay, I guess now I'm gonna start making the sand. Here I have a pan. Am I supposed to defrost this before? Anyway, yeah, drawing for me is what I thought would be the most challenging, which is kind of still challenging, but you know, because it's so experimental and so, you know, liberal, like you're free to do pretty much anything. It's easy in that sense. Yeah, this design, on the other hand, was my favorite because, you know, it's my specialty and I like doing design work. But, you know, at first I thought, you know, it'd be like very graphic design and like using computers and everything, which is, for my first semester, I did a lot of like coding, designing with code, and using a lot of different computer softwares to design things, which was really interesting. That's really what got me interested in like computation and everything like that. But my second semester is very different. It's a lot of gouache, a lot of, you know, painting, designs, and like mixed media, and I really didn't like it. Like, you'd think that design would be just like two-dimensional, but no. For my no, I don't think it was my final. For my final, I did product design for my design class, and I also had to do a sculptural, like an installation. So it really depends on the professor you get. And spatial dynamics I really like. Am I supposed to peel the skin off? I don't know. I have to run it under hot water. So that's stupid. Yeah, spatial is fun. that's really what got me into industrial design, because I really liked like working in 3D and everything like that. So anyways, I think freshman year was you know worth the money, because I think that's the year where I really learned the most things and really start to like explore myself and really like open my eyes to like different possibilities, and then you know things that I thought I'd never be able to do, you know, turns out I can do it without any guidance. Wow. That is something I hate about art school though. Like, you don't really learn these like technical skills. You just, so you can say that you're paying for your first year professor's feedback and paying for sheets of assignment paper. That's all you're paying for, honestly. Because materials you have to pay yourself. Facilities, there aren't that much. It's just a building with a few tables. So that's one thing that really annoys me about art school. Moving on to sophomore year, I decided that I want to go into industrial design, and I'm glad I made that choice. It's very fun. You do learn a lot of technical skills, because you do woodworking, metalworking, and a lot of like technical drawing skills. So that is, for me, you know, when I start to really feel like, you know, the money I'm spending is worth it, because I'm actually learning these technical skills. So yeah, so I really like ID. Woodworking's fun, but it gets kind of annoying when there's so many people in the studio at the same time and you have to wait to do everything. And when you have these demos, you know, with so many people in one class, it's really hard to like see what the professor is doing, especially in metals. It's nasty. I hate metals. Butter. I like to cook my things in butter, and you can also mix it with olive oil so your butter doesn't burn. Thanks YouTube for teaching me that. Yeah. What was I saying? Is my broccoli in the... Yeah, I like sophomore year. I worked on a lot of, you know, a lot of projects that really taught us these technical skills, but the sad part about it is you don't get a lot of portfolio really work out of it, which is annoying, because a lot of times people want to look for internships, and if you don't have anything to show, you know, you don't... Ah! Please hold while I figure this shit out. I don't know how to cook. I only started cooking when I started college, so not a lot of experience. What else is there to talk about? Oh, okay. So as an international student, there are a couple of things that really annoy me, because you know, you come to this new country and it's amazing that you can get all these, you know, opportunities, and specifically, you know, job opportunities like freelance and stuff, but you know, as an international student, you can't work for them. So, you know, it's really annoying when you know, I would sometimes get these emails about people wanting me to work for them, you know, freelance, but I can't do it, which is really frustrating, especially when, you know, when you're in college, you want to try to build up your resume and, you know, have like a good resume so you can get internships, get jobs. And you know, these freelance work help in both your resume and your portfolio, because you're doing like professional work and it really looks good on your portfolio. And the fact that I can't do it, I'm not legally allowed to, it's really frustrating. It's cooked, I think. is drain out the oil. Looks ugly. Oh wow. Delicious. Okay. Speaking of internships, currently I'm interning at a design firm in, should I eat this? Should I saute it? No, let's eat it fresh. So let's have a bed of spinach. Oh my god, I keep getting distracted. So speaking of internships, currently I'm interning at a design studio near Providence called Figments, and it's really fun. I'm doing a lot of graphic design work, some like user interface design, some like editorial design, which is I don't love, but I really like user interface design. It's really fun, and I don't do it often. Like I've never done it, so it's my first time, and it's fun. I think interning is a great way for you to, you know, find out if you actually like doing a certain thing, because sometimes in your head you're like, wow, I love doing this, you know, I'm gonna do this forever. So having these like internships can make you really understand, you know, realize that you actually like doing these things. Like I thought graphic design is something that I would want to do forever. But no, not really, you know, it gets kind of repetitive and boring. So I'm kind of more into, you know, like product design, be that, you know, physical products or like digital products. I think that's more interesting because every time you get to work on different things. Yeah. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen and watching me cook. Yeah. Hope you like it. Bye. That's such a bad ending. What else is there to talk about?